Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee, where in today's video we're going to be going over the new Lucasfilm announcement about the next era of Star Wars that's going to be focused on in the Disney era, and that is the High Republic era. That's today here on Star Wars Coffee.
I have spoken.
Hello there to all of the returning subscribers, but if you're new to the channel and you're just finding me for the first time, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button on this video and any other video from the channel that you check out, and be sure to hit that notification bell so that the bell is completely filled in, as this is the way you will never miss a new video the second it goes live.
Do it!
What we're going to do in today's video is go over the official Lucasfilm / Disney / StarWars.com announcement about the High Republic era and what we can expect from that. Then we're also going to go take a breakdown of the Project Luminous event, which was not live streamed, and I thought it was going to be, so I had to wait. Luckily, Star Wars Explained over on YouTube did a good Twitter summary of it because he was at the meeting. And what we're going to do after that is kind of speculate about what the future of Star Wars holds after that. So let's dive into the High Republic announcement from Lucasfilm. Lucasfilm to launch Star Wars: The High Republic publishing campaign in 2020. New stories will explore the Star Wars galaxy set 200 years before the events of The Phantom Menace. Later this year, Lucasfilm will launch an epic new era of Star Wars storytelling that will be explored through multiple voices in adult and young adult novels, children's books, and comics from a variety of publishers including Disney, Lucasfilm Press, Del Rey, IDW Publishing, and Marvel. Star Wars: The High Republic, which was previously referred to as Project Luminous, will be set in an era when the Galactic Republic and the Jedi Order are at their zenith, about 200 years before the events of Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. This period on the Star Wars timeline will not overlap any of the filmed features or series currently planned for production, giving creators and partners a vast amount of room to tell Star Wars stories with new adventures and original characters. We are so excited to be opening up such a rich, fertile area for our authors to explore, says Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy. We'll get to see the Jedi in their prime. Star Wars: The High Republic features the Jedi as we've always wanted to see them, as true guardians of peace and justice. This is a hopeful, optimistic time when the Jedi and the Galactic Republic are at their height. But of course, into this glorious new era, something wicked this way comes, says Lucasfilm Publishing creator, director Michael Siegelin. This initiative will give readers young and old a new corner of the galaxy to explore through rich, meaningful stories. Plus, readers will learn what scares the Jedi. This was a golden age for the Jedi, and also a time for galactic expansion in the Outer Rim. So expect there to be rich tales of exploration, charting out the galaxy, meeting new cultures, and discovering what pioneer life in the Outer Rim was like. This is an incredible sandbox for our storytellers to play in, and both within the publishing and beyond, and we can't wait to see what great fiction they build with it, says Lucasfilm Vice President, Franchise Content and Strategy James Waugh. As previously announced, Star Wars: The High Republic has enlisted top-tier fan favorite authors Claudia Gray, Justina Ireland, Daniel Jose Older, Cavan Scott, and Charles Soule to craft the new era of Star Wars publishing. My boy Charles Soule involved in that, and that's whatever he does is going to be good. The first books and comics are set to debut at Star Wars Celebration Anaheim in August 2020 with Star Wars: The High Republic, Light of the Jedi, a massive interconnected story that's told across various formats by various publishers. The first wave of Star Wars: The High Republic titles include Star Wars: Into the Dark, A Test of Courage, The High Republic Adventures, The High Republic Marvel No. 1, The High Republic Light of the Jedi, written by Charles Soule, which I am excited for, most because it's Charles Soule, and everything he does is awesome. Okay, and so now let's take a look at what the actual Project Luminous event announced. So there's some more information in here. So it's the Jedi of the High Republic are the Jedi Knights of the Round Table. The main villains of this era are the Nihil and are described as space Vikings. There will be stories for every type of Star Wars fan. The High Republic is 200 years before the prequels. The Jedi as we've always wanted to see them, a quote from the announcement. The idea for this massive connected story was pitched back in 2014. There are unique stories, not the same story repeated for different ages. And what I take that to mean is, it's not going to be the way George Lucas had envisioned it, where you would essentially tell the same story with different characters and different ways of concluding it, or of getting to that conclusion. And it's just going to be completely different this time, something for a new generation, for all of us as Star Wars fans. The Neels are able to use hyperspace in a very dangerous way, but that's all. They are purposely meant to be very different from the Empire or the First Order. A driving force behind Project Luminous was many anew, what we have never seen in Star Wars before. Light of the Jedi will be the first book by Charles Soule, August 25th. The Wookiee Jedi is going to be named Buryaga Agathuri. I'm sure that I butchered that name. We're going to see the Great Disaster. Something terrible is going to happen at the opening of the novel. Something awful happening in a time of peace and prosperity. A Test of Courage is going to be the first middle school book, and the High Republic comic from Marvel will be written by Cavan Scott. It will center on Starlight Station. Everything we've gotten so far is going to be Phase 1. There's going to be more stories and more licensings coming, and we're going to learn a lot more between now and August 25th and August 20th when they're going to have Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim this year. We're going to get a lot more information about that, and this goes right into really well with what I wanted to speculate about, which I think is they're setting all of this up to preface the new era of Star Wars in the sense of the next film franchise, which would make much sense for Disney to do this, considering they want to push new, and not the same old type of storyline. This would be very wise decision in terms of making Star Wars distinct, fresh, and new again for all audiences of all fan bases, and giving us some stories that haven't been touched by George Lucas, which would make it probably less susceptible to criticism. And I'm looking forward to that. I still think The High Republic is going to be the next film we get in 2022, and I think this is just a massive preface for it. Clearly, they've been plotting this out for 6 years at this point, and I can see this being the next couple of film franchises lasting at least the next 10 or so years. But let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comment section down below. Are you going to pick any of these up? If so, what? Let's have a discussion in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. May God bless you and the Force be with you. If you enjoyed this episode, and frankly, even if you didn't, don't forget to subscribe.
Do it.
And if you want to help spread the word, please give this video a thumbs up and tell your friends to subscribe. Please check out the official Star Wars Coffee merchandise, and don't forget to check out all of the content playlists on this channel, including The Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, and much more.